So what did I just do right there? All of a sudden I opened up a new tab, and here appears in front of me a bunch of affirmative statements, very powerful, very positive, and incantational statements. And why would someone want to do this for themselves? Well, I'm starting to really, really hammer this home, and I read incantations in the morning and at night, and many more than this. But I put a bunch of greatest hits ones kind of in front of me now to show you, what we should be doing. And every day, we all want this for ourselves, okay? Everything that you see in front of us here, I mean, we all want this for our lives, okay? And the only way we're going to be able to get what we want in our life is to get out all negativity, obviously. And you hear this all the time. But how do you do this, right? How do you do this? Well, you embody these statements, and they start manifesting in your life, and you get these to a subconscious level, and things just start magically working for you, right? I mean, an incantation versus an affirmation. You've heard of affirmational statements before. An affirmation is defined as an emotional support or encouragement, whereas an incantation is defined as the use of words as a magical spell. It's like you're embodying what you're saying, right? You're not just saying it. You're not just saying, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, with a frown on your face. You're embodying what you're saying, and you feel it all through your body. You should be saying these out loud too, right? I love my life. I eat to fuel my body, not to satisfy an appetite. Nothing tastes as good as being healthy and fit feels. What I do today shapes my today and creates my tomorrow. I'll improve 1% each day and give myself pleasure for tiny progress. See, when you start even moving with it and you can do this in the mirror even if you want to, but just saying them out loud is actually very important to me. But even if you don't want to, just pretend like you're saying it out loud. And you want to, when you're not saying them out loud, read them over and over again, maybe 3 to 5 times. I love my life, I love my life, I love my life. Like in a very, not just I love my life, like in your mind, even if you're not going to say it out loud, you want to put that oomph behind it and put that, what you would actually say if you really felt like you loved your life, even if you feel like you don't right now. Okay. But so this is huge. This is very powerful. So I'm going to show you guys, how I've actually done this, where I can open up a new tab in my favorite browser, which is Chrome, and everybody should be on Chrome. And if you're not, you probably use Firefox or Safari. Don't know if they have an extension like this on those platforms, but if not, just go over to Chrome and use Chrome. This is when you're getting into your work day and you're really getting work done, because you can work from the phone, but come on, it's not near as efficient as working on a desktop or laptop computer. There's some efficiencies you can get on the phone that you can't get on these platforms, but for the most part still, real business is done here. And so why not, every time you open up a new tab, you get reminded about these wonderful incantations that you should be embodying and being reminded of every moment that you can be reminded of them. And even if you don't remember these, you open up a new tab, you remember them, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, let's read the entire list of incantations, which I'm going to have for download for you guys, that I've, combined and curated. I even put them on my ebook reader. So I walk down the street, and I'll actually, as I'm walking, I'll have my ebook reader out, and I'll be reading these. And it's actually been life-changing for me in so many ways. It could be something you'd think it would be a lot harder, but this is what it is. It's conditioning our brain, right? So this is very powerful. So I'm going to show you guys how I did this. The why was obviously the most important, but the how, combined with the why, is where you're going to obviously have the magic happen, because then you can do this yourself and be reminded of your incantations through your work day, through every day that you're on a laptop or a desktop computer. So we want to get these into our subconscious mind. So we're going to, the first thing you want to do is find your incantations, and I'll help you with that. You can go find them on the internet if you want. You can curate them, but I have a whole list of incantations, like about 100 maybe, that you could read every day, and I really suggest it. The second thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be downloading the extension. So right now we're starting with number 2. Download the extension New Tab Wallpaper. So since this doesn't come up actually in the Chrome store for some reason, you just type in New Tab Wallpaper, Chrome extension. Okay, you'll see that here. New Tab Wallpaper. And you're going to want to add to Chrome. Okay, so I'm actually going to add it. It was already added before. I'm going to remove it and re-add this so you know, you see every single step. So add extension. Added to Chrome. You're going to see it come up here at the top, but it doesn't matter. So you're going to open up a new tab right away. It says drop the file somewhere here, or use settings, the button in the lower right corner. You might actually have a little pop-up that comes here. I had it at the beginning when I first installed this. Just don't even worry about that little pop-up. Just click somewhere down here to let that go away or whatever, and then just click the gear at the bottom right, or you can drag the file in there. But click the gear at the bottom right, and you're going to add images to the library. And since we don't have the image yet, step 3 is where we're gonna actually add the image. We're going to save it, and then you'll be able to upload this. This image I've already created, and this is some incantations that I've curated, some greatest hits ones. And I always hit fit, but I'm going to tell you exactly what resolution you should maybe have when you open a new, for your picture. So when you open up a new tab, it'll fit great. And that's it. Fit. Don't worry about saving or anything. Apply. Just hit close, and that's your new tab already. So look, open up a new tab. Every time you open up a new tab, you're reminded of these incantations that you should. Every time you open up a new tab, you should probably read all of them again before, because it's funny, right? When we open up a new tab, that's probably when we're delegating our mind to a new task that we're going to go search something, or we're going to go to Google Drive and open up a document, so we have to log or record something, or anything to do with what we are doing for work, or even leisure. You should be, when you open up a new tab, you should just take a breath, step back, and read your incantations. So that's how you do it, right? So this is very, very exciting, very powerful stuff. And so we're going to use, you can use MS Paint, you can use a paint program. I would consider just an online photo editor. We're going to go to editor.pixlr.com/editor, and this is called Pixlr. You can type in Pixlr like this. Let's just do it the long way. We're going to go to pixlr.com. You scroll down a little bit, you're going to see the Pixlr editor. You click that, launch web app. Okay, so when you click on there, you're going to see this message most likely. And what's happened is, so don't worry about Flash. Flash is blocked by browsers nowadays because of battery life and all these other things. So you can actually allow Flash by just clicking, and if it says do you want to leave the site, literally just say leave, and then it's going to say run Flash, hit allow, and then reload. If it doesn't do that, you click it and then it says run Flash, just hit run Flash and you'll get right through. Create a new image. My preset is going to be 1024 by 768 pixels. And you can name it if you want, it doesn't matter. Hit OK. I'm going to go to the font, I'm going to go right to the text, click right on the page there. I'm going to go into my incantations that I already have, and you can copy these from a website, from if you curated it from websites and put it into a Google Doc and cleaned it up, and then you can copy and paste it, whichever way you want to do it. Come back in here, paste it in. We're going to see, I'm going to go, see the size of font really matters. You want to match it to the screen. Hit OK. So paste it in. And if you feel like you can put more on there, you can fit a couple more on there, just paste a couple more in there. I feel like this is a good amount right now, so I'm going to make the size actually match maybe the whole screen real estate that we have. 30 looks like it doesn't fit completely, so I'll do 29. Looks like 29 is good. So that's the size. Pick a nice font that you like. You want it to look nice for you every single time you open the new tab, or you might not treat it as an importance. So make it nice in every way possible. Even maybe script would be nice for you. Sometimes it's going to change the size of the characters when you change it. So see, one thing is it doesn't support word wrap in here, okay? So that means that, it says I can change and then it gets cut off. So what you'd have to do is you'd go to this affirmation back in your Word document, okay? My life is important. I can change the world. So right here we can tell that that's where you'd want to have another line. And you can almost create an invisible line here and just kind of wrap them around, press enter, and make sure that they're gonna all fit. And so I fit quite a few on there. Even if it's a little cut off, that doesn't matter. The biggest thing is you want to get the first maybe 10 or 15 that are very powerful, and then it should remind you to maybe read your incantations from your ebook reader, or if you wrote them down, you print a piece of paper out and keep them with you in your wallet or your purse, something like that. It's a reminder. It's a tool to read the latest, like the best ones that you feel are resonant to you, but also to remind you to read even more and do full embodiment with all these incantations that you have at your disposal. So we're gonna use the move tool up here and move it to where we feel it should be. We'll just move it right here. That looks good to me. And then we're going to do file save at the top. We're going to save this and call it anything, Incantations. Hit OK. So this saved on my computer. So since you already have the extension downloaded, open up a new tab, and you're going to see the gear at the bottom right for wallpaper settings. You're going to add images to library. Go in, find your picture, make sure it's fit. Original might work better than fit on this one. I might like that better. Just get the one that you want, close. And so that is my new tab every time I open it up. Isn't that beautiful? So I tell you, this is very, very powerful stuff. And I just came up with this the other day and I wanted to share with you guys, okay? So this is going to be obviously free video, but I'm also adding it to my courses, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter Samurai. If you haven't checked my courses out, make sure to message me. This is social media training, the most unique I've ever seen. And I've curated a lot of knowledge from other people, but I've also experimented myself and I've come up with my own techniques that I don't see anybody using. So thefosterdojo.com, TheFosterDojo.com is my website. Check it out and check out why people have been so excited about these courses and why I've been helping hundreds of people over the last couple of years. Very passionate about what I'm doing here. But guys, this is how you do it. Number 5 is enjoy the benefits of reprogramming your subconscious. And the bonus tip, I kind of peppered it through me talking to you guys here about this, but the bonus tip was to add these to your ebook reader or print them out and make sure your incantations are just on you all the time. Print them out and put them in your wallet or your purse. And make sure to another bonus tip that I'm adding to that bonus tip is to put remind your phone, like, okay, with Siri and Google now on your Android or iOS device, you can actually remind yourself daily to read your incantations whenever you feel like you're woken up and you're sharp and you're ready for the day. So just say to your phone, remind me every day at 9 a.m. or remind me every day at 7 a.m. to read my incantations. Remind me every day at 9 a.m. to read my incantations. If you do that, if you say that to your phone when it's either in Google Now or Siri mode, it will remind you daily to do this. You can also say, remind me every day at 7 p.m. to look at my incantations, or at 9 p.m., so 2 times a day, morning and evening. Bonus tips I wanted to give you guys. Hope you love this video. If there's any way to like it, comment, or share where you've seen this video, make sure to do so. And you guys are awesome. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. Pura Vida from Costa Rica. You guys have an awesome one. Bye-bye.